Stadium in Eugene. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of the season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. On the return, it's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the run, it's Davison. Might have a chance. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you've got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications.
Going over the top. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Jackson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Between the hashes, it's Roberts.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It's a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Burrowing for yardage. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
They'll give it to him again. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The run inside. It's Jackson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Sayed. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Saying from the gun on third down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick give. It's Hill. Shakes off the defender. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moore, play action. Right side, it's Johnson. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's Moore to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 39, set to kick off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hits inside. It's Jackson there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh...
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 34. First down for the offense.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throw it, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. The 50, the 40, at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Davison. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore to the air. Back's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Say it. Run. Rush right in his face. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here on third down for this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayet throws to the wideout. Left side is Smith. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They've been completely lethargic in this. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. 4th down, Sayet. Caught. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing more. Here comes the heat. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to do good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. On the run, it's Davison. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Trying to make one miss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Say it. He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants it all, throwing for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Stanford taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Cardinals looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. He breaks a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 30. The 20. Running through contact. almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's past the sticks. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Throws it off the RPO.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore got the quick pass. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. A run for the quarterback. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Off and running. The tag. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how about this, though, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, first drive, no answers to be found.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got his man downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
To the air. It's Sayin. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Throwing, say it. Left side, it's Jackson. Plows through the defense. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down inside the 45 at the 44.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Soft spot in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Say it. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Short yardage play, they'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through. And then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it, being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He's into the open down the middle. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Down Ohio State.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. On the move from inside his own 20. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that.
Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Got some green grass. Got the first down. Got a little grass. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can
breaks free and he might be gone. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Moore with the play fake. Rushes on, and they got it.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of... They put on the heat and they blocked it. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Zayin. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Smith. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw. It's Zayin. Gets rid of it. He's got it. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Man, really good job by the wide receiver understanding. I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Zayin back to the air. Working that left side now. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Here's Zayin to throw. Caught. All up. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown. You're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Going to run it. It's Davison. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
And with that last play call on second down, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get in position to kick a game-winning field goal with no time left on the clock. This is a critical third down, though, and if you get this, you can keep bleeding the clock to put yourself in that position.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Working the middle, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's Julian saying to throw.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Last chance coming up. Look out! Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
As we watch this game, guys, I got the feeling that's what a top 5 clash is supposed to look like, and it might not be the last time we see these two square off.
No, and these are the fun ones to watch, man.
Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Wildcats head coach pregame. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Ohio State's offense will get the football first. And here comes Julian Sayin. He was under siege last time out. Sacked 6 times, and it forced him into 2 interceptions. Run inside. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Churns into the pile. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Such a big decision early in the game. When you're opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th. There he goes. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Say it. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in the...
Snags it, and there's running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Say it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's Sayin to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. 2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Jackson. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin finds his target. Wide open space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now...
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Taking a shot. Touchdown, Buckeye! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Childs. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Deep in the end zone, it's Cross. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Throwing, say it. Fires it down the seam. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Firing to the right, complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quick.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Say it. Left side is Smith. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Number 96, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Back to throw, it's Childs. Turns it upfield.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Second down, gonna throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
They're all over him. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Still looking for a man. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Again, it's Sayin. This time he's got it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems.
Just plowing ahead. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Sayin to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here, try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so much.
Snags it, and he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Turns off, it's Wagner. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hard running there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal.
Number 98 on the field goal.
And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 98 set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Rush is on. And it's a sack.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? 4th down, Sayin. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Johnson. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the catch, and he's free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing, say it. Stepping to the right. Gonna try to get it himself. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Leaping grab for a big gain. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's got it on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help. It's 3rd down now. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The ride. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Childs. Gets it to the back, and the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Back to you.
Hauls in the deep ball. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got some room, it was over. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Swings it out to his running back. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Alchuk. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout.
Timeout.
They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? DB's right up on the receivers. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here.